What's up, guys? This is Long Haul Larry, Big Blue, and Johnny Chicken. Happy, I gotta take this mask off. It's way too hot. I've been trying. I was gonna actually try to do the whole video in the mask. It can happen with this breathing I got going on and everything. It just wasn't going to happen. So I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great Halloween. Everybody's staying safe. Hopefully everybody's staying dry, because this place is wet, man. It's really wet. Hey there, Trucker Ellis, Jordan, Eric, how you doing? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with some comments, and then maybe if I have some time, I'm getting loaded here at Zero Mountain. And if I get some time, then I'll answer a few guys, you know, with comments on there. So let's see. I'll just start with the first one. Let's see. Oh, this is from Robert Hopkins. He says about the word population thing I was talking about. He says, how many chickens are there in the U.S.? I don't have a clue, man. I just don't know. And let's see here. Fram Plot. He says he's watching the UK. He's 75 years old. He says he loves the scenery in the country, and he asked if I could adjust my camera so it's more scenery, not so much the hood. Everybody knows that I'm driving a truck and hood. You got to have the hood into the shot. Otherwise, if it is pointed out, it makes it real jittery and it makes it real goofy. So you got to have that hood in there. It gives it a stationary object in the camera. That's why it's there. A lot of people, M. Sue Holt, he's saying, hey, the drone, take Johnny. I just squeezed his head. Take Johnny for a flight with the drone. Yeah, it would probably lift him. I got a different idea though. Let's see how. I don't know what I was there. Let's see. Jeremy, he asked my brother with his Camaro, did he ever run it on a drag strip? No, he didn't. He wasn't that type of guy. He just wanted to look cool. He wasn't out for racing or nothing like that. Let's see how. I don't know what I was looking for in there. Oh, right here, JB Maxwell. I'll get to your comments in just a bit. He says, could you let me know why there's so many trailers at the drop-off? Sometimes you see hundreds of trailers. It's just all the different companies, and like Swift, JB Hunt, and all these companies, they may have 10 to 15 each company. So, you know, it's for all the drop and hook guys. We here are a smaller company, so we're pretty much all live. Unless somebody goes and loads up. I should prank Chevy. Yeah, I know. I already got an idea for that. But unless somebody goes and loads up my chicken load, pretty much it's all live stuff. Then I get the drop once in a while. Donald Swink says, he says, do your parents still live at the farm, and why are you moving away from Wisconsin? Yes, my parents live at the farm. And I think they're going to be actually staying home this winter. And my dad just is really up for the traveling, I guess. And why am I moving away from Wisconsin? I love Wisconsin, but I kind of like the UP a lot better. So, and there's nothing wrong with Wisconsin. I love Wisconsin, but I'm pretty much just want a snowmobile. That's all I want to do. Let's see. Oh, John Conen, Coenen. He says, Larry, the farm your brother drove into, I see it has a guardrail in front of the milk house. Do you live around there or something? Because they put a guardrail up there later on. I don't think anybody else drove into it, but they did end up putting a guardrail on there. We joked around about that. So I didn't know if you lived around there and saw that, or if you went like Google Earth or something like that and saw there's a guardrail there now. It was kind of funny when I laughed about that. Cousin No Joe 1. It says the wire, the plug, it goes from the trailer to cab. How many wires does it have? Is there enough to get trailer lights working? Spare wire Wants to know about a backup lights. Yes, there's 7 wires that are included in that. I'm saying this one off the top of my head. I think there's 7. There's like 7 wires. Well, poor Johnny. I'm sitting here squeezing him like one of those stress balls. I'm sitting squeezing his head. Yeah, there's I think 7 or something like that. And yeah, you could pigtail it off of there and put an extra wire into it. I've seen a lot of people do that. So. I don't know how to say this. Panked. It's not pranked. P-A-K-E space E-D. He says, I really feel sorry for your mom. You and your brothers. Cars must have been in the shops a lot. I've explained this in the past. My dad would go through a new car about every year and a half. And my mom would get the new car. We would trash the old one. It was a never-ending cycle all through the brothers. Auto Rice says he's been watching my videos about settling. Be quiet. Jeez, you're just loud. He was wondering about my videos about going off grid and settling down and all this other stuff, and is just wondering if I'd ever be able to actually do it, kind of with my traveling around the country. I think yeah, I could do it. I could sit on a porch. He was considering going into trucking and was wondering if the pay was worth it. Pretty much, if you start driving truck, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a brand new person and you get into driving truck and you're doing over the road, you're only going to expect probably about $700. $700 to $1,000 is going to be your starting pay. Once you get some experience, you can move on to a different company, start making up over $1,000. You move on and on and on. More experience, more pay. That's the way it works. Let's see. Speed Demon. He says he wants an RC semi. Said his cheapest one he could see was $600. Yeah, that's Tamiya, and there might be a couple other ones out there, but Tamiya are the best. If you want one that's cool, it's Tamiya. Tamiya is going to be the one that you're going to want to get, and they're a little bit pricey, but they're pretty detailed. Let's see. Have a Bill McLeavy, something like that. Larry, have you installed dash cam for the Boss Man? No, I have not put it up yet. I haven't done anything. Larry's been sick. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. You can see all this dark around my eye right here? My eyes just watering. I don't know what's going on. Probably infected or something. I got a little sinus infection on that side or something that's leaking out through my eyeball. John C. was asking me about GMC engines want to run away sometimes over speed. I don't know anything about GMCs. Probably had a manual fuel pump, and they got like on a Max, they have a butterfly deal in there. Sometimes those pin comes out of the butterflies, or they stick, and then she'll rev up on you. It used to happen there. Yeah, I look like I got into a fight, didn't I? It's all blue and black, and it's weird. Let's see here. I don't know what I was looking for here. Kathleen Banks. Hi. She sent me a bunch of messages. Hello. Hi. Right here. Rusty says that you're helping a friend restore that 67 Camaro. I think you should talk into your friend and just say, you know what? This is just not worth it. It really isn't worth it. And we should just send this to Larry. I'll take care of it. Here, Ron Hayes. Send me a message. I don't know what you're talking about. He says, before you move to the UP and become a Youper, that's what people in the UP are called, Youpers. He says, look at the Paradise. Oh, my battery's dying. I didn't realize it. Hang on. There we go. Do you need me to talk louder or what? Oops, I hope you can hear me. But Ron Hayes, you're saying something about, instead of going to the UP, look into the Paradise area. I don't know what the Paradise area is. I don't know what you're talking about. So let me know. Let's see. Anthony Boylan says, if you have a third axle on the trailers, would you still have to slide the axles? No, usually those are stationary axles. So usually those are not. They'll be like a tag axle that you flip a button and the axle will lift in the air. They're pretty cool. James Larson, he says something about freeing up frozen brake drums using newspapers. I've never done that one. Yeah, it's really raining. But I have used brake cleaner. I have sprayed my drums with brake cleaner and then lit on fire, and people look at it and go, "Oh, what's going on here?" I have done that, and but most of the time a hammer. If you just take a hammer, I don't really like heating them up like that because all the ice and everything melts in there, and then you move a little bit, and then you stop, and you get stuff put away and everything, and then it freezes back up. So usually a hammer, just wrap on the drum, gets them moving. Anthony Boylan says, I don't think you believe in ghosts, but have you ever seen anything mysterious or unexplained on your travels? I ran into John one time, thought he was an alien. No, not really, no. The only thing is out by a farm where I live out there, that place gives me the creeps sometimes. It's like something's around there or something. I don't know. Kind of gives me a feeling. Let's see. Kate Brown says, I got my CDL a year and a half ago and I asked my best friend out. And she said, yes. All right, cool. That's cool. Ernest. Daughtry. I think that's how you say your name. See a lot of comments from you. So, Larry, in your mechanic days, did you work for a big truck company as a mechanic? Shop as a mechanic. Just wondering, I know you did it for yourself a little while. Did you miss doing mechanic work? Be safe. I worked for Schwinn Trucking. That's where I was a mechanic as a trucking company. I worked for Schwinn Trucking. He had 13 trucks. Worked there, and then I did my own, and I did work for other people that I knew. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Peter Morrell, you got the great question here. How do you sort out the leaves on your mom and dad's farm? It's called a lawnmower. My mom, she's always out there. Well, we got to rake all this and everything. And as soon as they go to church, me and my brother will try to meet out there on a Sunday morning when they take off and go to their church. And we'll skip church and we'll go out there and we'll all show up with our lawnmowers and we'll mow all the mulch, all the leaves up in like half an hour while they're gone. I'm feeling a little achy yet, pretty sick. That's why somebody said it looked like I got in a fight. I think I got a sinus infection. Let's see. So we just cut them up with the lawnmower. Jeff 3056, he says, could you explain float shifting and double clutch methods of shifting? I'm gonna have to make a video about that. That's just way too much. And your teacher's telling you if you doing float, it destroys your transmission. Let me tell you what I think about that. That's what I think about that. Yeah, I got more pranks planned for him. I never see him anymore. Yeah, Derek here, he's saying main reason why I went to Edale is because too many drivers doing illegal with paper logbooks, and I know it's easier to catch people. I know. Big Mike Oregon, he says, what is the most reliable brand of reefer unit? How about APUs? I've only had one APU ever, and that is the Thermo King. I've had great luck with it. Reefers, I've had Carrier and Thermo King. I'm going to tell you the difference. Carriers, in the older days, this was really affected, but in the older days, the Carriers were quiet. They were a lot quieter than the Thermo Kings, but and that's why John, he really wanted Carriers back in the days and everything, but now I got Brett, he's sending me emails as I'm doing this. The Thermo Kings, you actually can get better service, and I'll tell you what the deal is with that. I've had a breakdown on a Carrier unit over by Ohio, cost me like $1,300. They fixed it. It was almost a month later. The exact same thing broke. They didn't do it right, whatever. It broke again. So I had to get it up by Wausau, and I got it done up there, and everything was $300. That's not right. It was the exact same parts, everything. It was almost $1,000 difference. The Thermo King, I went to a place and talked to him, and I said, well, what's it looking like for time and everything? Yeah, I'm getting loaded. That's why I'm jumping around. And we talked about the rate and everything, and he looked it up in a book, and Thermo King puts out a book and says, this is how much you can charge the customer. Doesn't matter what shop you're at, it's the same charge. That's pretty cool. I like that, because then they can't get you because you're out of town or something like that. So I like Thermo King. It's just the way it is. Plus, if I don't say that, Bob will yell at me. He's a subscriber. Eddie 27886. He says, "Have you ever blown a steer tire? Here can be a frightful experience." Yes, I have blown a steer tire. You blow a steer tire, put the pedal to the floor. That's all you do. If you hear that thing blow, just put the pedal down to the floor, gain control of it, slowly start letting it off, and let yourself come over the shoulder of the road. It's really not that big a deal. Have had it happen. Pretty much, you're going to lose the rim. Even if you think you didn't hit the rim or nothing else, they're going to come out there and say, we won't put that rim back on. You got to get a new rim. Joseph McNeil, he says, do you prefer four-wheelers turn their low beam lights on and off, single semi? It's okay to come over in front of them. I do not mind. It doesn't really preference. I don't really want people to signal me. I have mirrors. I don't want to come over. I never signal anybody. I don't do it. It's I'm a professional driver, been doing this a long time. I don't think I need to tell people when to come over. They should know. So I don't. It doesn't matter. People do it to me. That's fine. I flick the lights back at them, you know, and it's a little thank you and stuff. But it don't matter to me if they do or don't. A lot of times when I get past them, they'll flicker their lights at me like, "Come over, come over." I keep going because I don't want to pull in front of them so soon. So I keep going and they'll flicker them again, and I'll keep going and they'll flicker them again. It's like, I'll come over when I want to. Leave me alone. Corey Rogers, he asks, do you get paid percentage? What is that, a percentage of the gross the truck makes, or a percentage after the fuel and expenses? It is a percentage of what the truck makes. It's the percentage of the load pay. How's that? Does not include anything. There's no deductions for fuel or nothing like that. The load makes $1,000. I make $250. There you go. The load pays $1,000. I make $250. Oh, Mike Masson making fun of Swifty again. So every time he sees a Swift truck, he wants to ask if their fifth wheel is flat or whatever. Nick Fisher says, "Can I meet you when I am trucking in Schneider truck in 4 years?" Yeah, you'll have to send me a reminder. I probably won't remember that in 4 years. Sure. I don't know what I'm looking for there. Chuck Griffin says, "Your mom ought to be nominated for sainthood." Yeah, you guys don't even know. You don't even know. Everybody's telling me I can add a little fitting inside that ear thing. Yep, I know. Oh, Eric's, we'll call him Sales. I like calling him Sales. Eric's Salas or whatever. Put the camera in the trailer to show. I don't know what that means. I can't put it in the trailer. I'm getting loaded. Eric, I didn't know this. He has his own channel. People were asking him for his channel. He actually does have a channel. His name of his channel is Boss Man Truck Driver. I don't know. Didn't know that. I only saw. I went in there. He only has a couple videos. Look like pretty older ones. Let's see. What's this about David B? What? You're getting shot, man. You Canadians. Somebody thought you're a moose or something or what? Oh my goodness. Keith Wood says, for the ability to respond to these comments and stuff like that, he says I'm supposed to uninstall the app. I said that in past videos. I did it like 3 times. I uninstalled the app, reinstalled it, still don't work. Oh, I don't know who, Matt, I think Matt somebody. I don't know if it's going to be able to see this because it's a computer or it's a, I don't know, where is it? Let's see if it'll come on. No, it won't. It's a, he sent me a link to an Amazon to a 90-degree fitting, and it's a quick disconnect fitting. He's like, hey, you could use this for your scale things. I asked him, I said, are you kidding me right now? I don't know if I offended him or what, but he must not have seen my videos. I've actually made videos on how I hate quick disconnect fittings. I don't know what the hell that was. Somebody sent me like an email, and it's all in a foreign language, and then his email address is jasonhenderson39@gmail.com. I don't know what that was about. Oh, right here. I got a lot of these questions. Lewis Neves. There you go. Something like that. Says the hot engine does not get hurt when you wash it. Is the water warm enough? It's not going to crack the block. Right now it's pouring rain. I'm going through water. It's splashing up on the engine, and that's cold water, and it's going on a hot engine. It's not going to do anything. That won't crack it. It's not like it's a cast iron block or, you know, real bad forged block like that. It's going to crack. Douglas Bamforth is asking if I've ever done triples and all this. Nope, I have never done triples. I've done doubles one time. That's it, I think, the last time. Oh, right here, I got a lot of people that said this too. Life with Zach, he said somebody. They seem like they don't really care at this truck wash place. They were talking to me. I think they were facing away from the camera, so you couldn't really hear them. But they were talking back to me, but I was trying not to interrupt them because they were doing their job. I want them to get done. But I like those guys. They were all real civil. There was no disrespect or nothing. And I ended up tipping those guys $30. That's quite a bit. I was pretty impressed with it. See life after trucking. I think I've explained that. I want to be sitting on a porch out in the woods with a shotgun across my lap saying, "Get off my property, punks." That's what I want to be doing. So yeah, I think they didn't ignore me at all. I thought they were pretty good. I thought they were nice guys and everything. Oh, and a lot of people asked me too, before I forget, asked me the price. And I got the truck wash, the trailer wash, and that was $66.99. The wash for the engine was $10, and the engine that Citrus Bright stuff's put on there was $10, and the per wheel they only charged me for $4. Yeah, it was $4. So the grand total came up to $90.99. I'm telling you right now, Blue Beacon, I've spent $126 getting a truck wash at a Blue Beacon. So I like them. I had somebody comments, Dave's talk, Blue Beacon's better. You're wrong. You know what Johnny says to that? That's what Johnny says. Jerry Dornot. He asked me how my brakes are doing. Good. They're stopping. Good. Oh, here Jesse Art says, forgot to ask about my pressure equalizers. You're talking about those fill things for the tires. Ask if I like them. Yeah, I do like them. They're nice. Just in case you get a nail in a tire or something like that. Nice, man, nice. Oh, and then Leopold says, you know, you could use a smaller drill for a pilot. Oh, I know. If I wouldn't have sped up the video, you would have heard me say that. If I wasn't trying to be so fast, I would have grabbed a smaller drill bit, but said it did a big one and it took me more time. Stop yelling at me. Yeah, whatever. Then people picking on me saying, I got an oil leak. I want that engine washed. Oh, right here. DHMCC. He says, how about a video where we only find other truck drivers doing things right? Especially like four-wheelers, fuel lanes, everybody feeling, early shippers, a comedy of receivers, and lumperless lumpers. Somebody needs to hit you on the head and wake you up. Because you're dreaming, boy. Dreaming! Right here, DHMCC again. He says, could you explain a blind side? A blind side is if you have to back up to your blind side. The right side is my blind side. I can't see over on that side of the trailer. I can look out the window and see over here. This is the right side. You know, this is the way that you want to back in. If you do a blind side, you're backing in over there. So I'm going to pitch over this way. I can't see my trailer. You can use the little round mirror down on my hood, kind of get a glimpse of what's going on, but that's called a blind side. Have I ever, Eric Wilson asked if I ever pulled a grain hopper. No, never have. Anthony Perel, he asked, why don't they wash the top of the trailer? I don't know. Nobody sees it, so I don't think they really care. Looking for a receipt thing. It's sitting on here. I can't find it right now. Probably on the floor someplace. I was going to also show it too. I get $15 off my next wash for that thing. Any one of those locations. There's like 5 of them across the country. All I got to do is take that in there and get $15 off. Pretty cool. I like them. Have I ever never seen it done? Okay, yep. Oh, right here. Okay, I don't know how to say this. We'll say Captain Train, CPRTRAIN. He said, you've been pushing the hours law, thinking that you were okay, but in the end, you got caught. You should know better. I know, I agree. That is why you don't like the electronic logbooks, because you cannot cheat them. Learn from this. All right. I did screw up. Nothing was screwed up. The ELD screwed up. We didn't catch it. It messed up and we didn't know about it, and the boss man was going back through some stuff and found it, and he had to go back in and manually correct it. And when I got up that day, I looked at it and I had 5.5 hours left that I was going to get back at midnight. That's why I was stopping and washing the truck, so I'll get close to midnight. I was going to get those hours. I'd make it in time. Everything was good. But then I didn't realize that the boss had messed with my hours, and then I took off going on 69, and then boop, I didn't get hours back. I got hours back, but I didn't get the full hours back. And that's what we figured out. The ELD made the mistake. And the thing is, if I would have got pulled in and got that without him catching that, and I would have got pulled in and they would have checked the ELD and there was a mistake on there, and it was actually had me as, it said I was okay to drive on that day, but I was actually illegal, I would have got a ticket for it, because the DOT says it's your job to make sure this is correct. But I'm telling you right now, I could figure out, probably look at the national deficit and make more sense in what this ELD shows me. Every day it's in there going, oh, authorize this, and it's like, you can't even read the stuff. It doesn't put it in a logbook format. It puts it in like this weird scroll stuff. It's really confusing. So, there you go. Didn't try to cheat anything. We actually had to fix something on the deal. Screwed up. There you go. Carlos H asks, can you use the paper logbook when the ELD goes out? Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. But I was actually out hours. Legally, I had to shut down. Yep. Another one of those ELDs. Says, surprise, a computer made a mistake. Richard Wood says. He says, how could it be possible? I'm confused. I just told you. Computers can make mistakes. Oh, RDFL, he says, I never see you park at like rest areas. Yeah, I do. I don't like to, but especially like coming into Ohio, there's that one right there. I parked in there a few times doing videos, and I don't like to do it because you're real close to the road and trucks are coming by all day, all night long, you know, roaring past, and then trucks will come into the rest area and they're gotta go potty, and then they throw their Jake brake on, and they come rolling past you. So I don't really like going in there. So there you go. A lot of people saying, hey, get better. I'll get better. I'm just a big wussy when it comes to being sick. Michael Newcomb, he said, Newcomb. I didn't hear the reefer running when you get your truck washed. No, they shut it off. I don't know why they do that, but they want to shut the reefer off. That's fine. It was a -10 load. It was off for 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was. I'll tell you right now, it was -10 when I fired it back up. It's all good. MP Stents, he says 34 reset is counterproductive. I kind of agree with you. Somebody would like when I was running JB Hunt, then it was kind of cool because you actually went home and got that time off. But if you're doing over the road, a lot of people, they live in these trucks full time and stuff. 34 hour, all you're doing is just sitting at some truck stop looking around, not really getting rest. You're not getting refreshed. I mean, I think it should be done differently, but who am I? Oh, Larry Hawkins says, now I know when I was watching John and he said Larry was having a moment. He was having one of his moments. That usually means it doesn't end well. Yeah, I was having a Larry moment. I was upset about my logbook. I was yelling at John, and then he goes, yeah, I'm recording. I was like, oh, man, seriously? Andy asked how much I paid for the wash. I just said that, $90.99. I actually thought about throwing Johnny out there because he kind of stinks, but that might hurt him too. Arthur Trevino. Larry, what's your favorite Mexican food? Probably an enchilada. I can't talk right now. With like the red sauce and stuff on it. It's probably my best. Oh, James Larson. I like this idea. He says when JBG gets home and he talks to Tampers all the time, it's rough. He says, but he never helps. He says, but it actually means buff. But he says he never helps buff his wheels. I like the idea. I'll put a little buffing compound on Tampers, rub them around my wheels. It'll come out a little gray, I think. There's a lot of people saying, hey, sorry you're having a bad day and stuff. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I thought this was funny. Scott S. He says, you want a new chrome bumper? Find a yellow post. Problem solved. That was pretty funny. Well, there you go, folks. There's all my comments answered. We're getting loaded. Still got a red light. Sorry, John the chicken. I love to eat chickens. Yeah, he doesn't like that one. You want him tied? You want Johnny tied to the outside? It's cold outside. He ain't got no feathers. I mean, come on. I mean, seriously. I don't know if you guys saw this at the beginning or not. That was my whole Halloween thing. That's how I was gonna do the whole video on this thing, but man, I can't breathe. My chest is just so tight, and I stuck this thing on, and it's got this little tiny hole in there, and I was like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. That just ain't gonna happen. So what's going on? What else is going on? Not too much. I was talking to John. This year I'll trim up. I'm growing this for a reason. I gotta do some trimming. I've been letting it grow out so I can start trimming it and everything. But I'm not gonna grow it out like I did last time. I'm gonna actually trim it. I'm doing it for something you guys will find out in the future. I gotta take a picture. But then when wintertime comes, I'm actually gonna shave it because when I go snowmobiling, I can't have it on because it makes my breath fog up my goggles. Pretty cool. You sick? Get better. I will. Do I ever do loads out of California? No, Ken, I do not. They have a poster of me at the border, and they won't let me into the state. Mary says I should wear that when I'm driving. I could just hear the comments right now. Oh, people will be screaming at me. That's not safe. Oh, Dan says he loves my chrome. Thank you. Came out pretty good. I think next I'm going to do the CB radio. That way I can turn that on once in a while and let you guys hear that stuff going on. Oh, I got a green light. About 10 minutes or so. I got to walk over there and get my stuff. The truck, the weight load thing on my truck and the dump switch, I'll probably do that I don't know, maybe when I'm on the East Coast, or maybe I'm actually gonna go home this weekend. Might do it in my shop, make it easier. I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it on Tuesday, but I just wasn't up to it. I just wasn't in it. I wanted like an asphalt parking lot, and I ended up at that place, and it was all dirt. I gotta crawl underneath the truck. I don't want to do that. Tim, Big Blue is a 2014, and I'm coming up on our anniversary with Big Blue. Let's see. I'm about 4,000 miles away from hitting 100,000 miles that I've driven this truck. That's not too bad for 4.5 months, something like that. Somebody's complaining about John, but the comment disappeared. Somebody's complaining about a camera or something like that. I got a brand new one. I think I got about 3 of these actually. Brand new ones sitting around here in the truck. Gotta get this all set up. Well, you guys got any other comments? I'll answer them. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna cut out. Can I have one? No, Chris. You can't have my cameras. I gave you. Didn't I give you like $50 or $100 on Amazon? Now you're looking for my cameras? C.H. Robson's still a broker. Yeah. They're terrible. I hate them people. Next giveaway. I think I'm about 300. I didn't say that it goes along with my subscribers, but I'm about 300 away. I know you're kidding around, Chris. So I'll probably do something, since it's going to be like 10,000, I'll probably do something bigger. I might pick like 2 or 3 or something like that, people. The stock dash scale doesn't work with the right way. I don't have a stock one. I don't know what you're talking about. I have one that came with it. Richie wants a hat. I know, I'm working on that. I've been working on that, looking at a company and stuff to do some hats. So, you could have this one. I don't know where my boss gets his loads from, to tell you the truth. I'm going to yell at my boss next time I see him. Because some of these brokers are driving me insane. This guy here, man, this guy here was bad. I think they've called me. Let's see, 4, 6, 8, 9 times. They called me 9 times on the way here. That's just ridiculous. Yep, gotcha. So, they just kept calling me over and over. I'm gonna sit here and tell him that that he needs to become a broker himself. You know, because to tell you the truth, I'm gonna make more money if he does that. Oh, he's got to seal me up. So I gotta let you guys go. So I hope everyone out there is having themselves a great day, great night as they're watching this here video. If you are not, you can certainly try that over again tomorrow. I will catch you guys later. Have you ever been to Florida to race snowmobiles? I think I saw. Nah. Yeah, it's pretty good miles, ain't it? Somebody just answered me and said that's like 21,000 miles a month. I don't know. I drive too much. See ya.